We got to work on our tonality, because when we call these people, if we're super excited and we're overly excited and we ask how we're doing, right, you have to write down the words that are going to come out of your mouth, because if you don't write down your framework, then you're just going to say what all the other agents say and you're going to trigger them and they're not going to want to actually talk to you. Right? We need to slow down. We need to come with more curiosity, and we need to figure out why they inquired. Maybe they inquired because of an insurance purpose, right? Maybe they inquired for a will. Maybe they inquired because they're thinking about getting the process started. By the time people are ready to transact, oftentimes they've already lined up the 2 or 3 agents that they want to use. This is an opportunity for you to get in front of the prospect before they line up 2 or 3 other agents, right? This is an opportunity for us to build a relationship. Hey, what's up? Vikram Deol here. I wanted to drop a quick little video. I know we're working on some training on the back end, but I wanted to drop a quick video here because I think it's really important that we understand the psychology behind what the prospect is thinking. Because when we get these leads, right, when you get these leads from sold.com, we have to remember that they're going to a landing page asking for a home evaluation. They're not asking for you to come over and sell their home. Right? So it's a very different mindset. You have to respond to them for a different way of conversating. So what I mean by that is this isn't like a seller that was referred to you by your friend that says, hey, I want to sell your home. This is somebody who saw a landing page, right? And the landing page said basically get a free home valuation. So when we go in and call and say, hey, we're calling from sold.com, they don't know that that's actually the page, one, and I believe this was covered in your guys' onboarding with Deanna, but I know we're busy, we forget these things, so I understand. But one is, we have to realize the psychology of the mindset of the person that's looking at it. Two, oftentimes these pages pop up on Facebook, they pop up, I don't know where they're running their ads, somewhere in Google, and people just put their information in because something piqued their interest in a millisecond. But this world that we live in is oversold right now. What does that mean? It means there's more advertisements, there's more billboards, there's more social media ads, there's more selling all across the board. So if we don't slow down and realize, okay, wait a minute, hold on, this person didn't ask for me to come over and list their home. And I've been through the process before. I've had agents call me and the agent will say, hey, what time can I come over to list your house? Or hey, what time can I come over? This might not be you, right? But maybe you're saying something like along these lines. Hey, I got your name and information from sold.com. I'm a local real estate agent. When can I come over to give you the home evaluation you requested? And that's too forward, right? Because we don't even know why they requested it. So the first thing is we have to shift our mindset, right? The second thing is we got to work on our tonality. Because when we call these people, if we're super excited and we're overly excited and we ask how we're doing, right, you have to write down the words that are going to come out of your mouth, because if you don't write down your framework, right, then you're just going to say what all the other agents say and you're going to trigger them and they're not going to want to actually talk to you. So when we call them, it's going to be something like along the lines of this, ring, ring, and we want to use like a really curious, slower tone. Right? Because curiosity draws people. And so it's going to be something like this. Ring, ring. Hi, Bob. Right? And I know it might feel weird at first, but he's going to be like, yeah, who's this? Yeah. Hey, this is just, Vikram Deol. And, I got it. It looks like you were online, about an hour and a half ago. I just had some time to get back to you, but it looks like you had requested, possibly getting like a home evaluation. And I just wanted to see if we'd even be able to help you out. Would it be appropriate, right? Would it be appropriate to ask a few questions? Now, do you see how we're coming with a customer service frame? Do you notice my tonality is very curious? I don't ask them if they're ready to sell their home, right? Think about this, like take off your real estate agent hat for a second. I wish I had a hat on right now. Oh, my hair is crazy. I wish I had a hat on and I could just take off the hat, right? We have to take off the hat and we have to put on the consumer hat. if these people have been in the home for 5, 7, 10 years, selling is a big step. It's a scary process. So we have to slow down, right? We need to slow down. We need to come with more curiosity, and we need to figure out why they inquired. Maybe they inquired because of an insurance purpose, right? Maybe they inquired for a will. Maybe they inquired because they're thinking about getting the process started, right? By the time people are ready to transact, oftentimes they've already lined up the 2 or 3 agents that they want to use. This is an opportunity for you to get in front of the prospect before they line up 2 or 3 other agents, right? This is an opportunity for us to build a relationship. When I talk to agents, and I coach tons of agents, I've coached agents for many years, they say, Vic, we want to be relationship based. But if you think about it, are you being relationship based or transactional based, right? Are you working on relationships or are you working on transactions? Because if you only want people now that are ready to rock and roll, their house is already painted, they fixed the roof, they did the gutters, then you're not being relationship, you're being transactional, right? So as a relationship, whose job is it to help them understand the process? Well, it's our job as the agent to help them see what they need to do to make it to the next step of their life. Now, oftentimes, when you have a good conversation with these people, what you'll notice is that they might tell you they're not ready to buy or to sell. In reality, they are, but they're not ready to do it with you because you came across salesy. So let's slow down. Let's get curious. Let's ask some questions. But before we ask the questions, when are you ready to sell, right? That's a salesy question. When you hear that, I want you to repeat that back to yourself. Hey, when are you ready to sell, Bob? Hey, Sally, when are you ready to sell? It's a sales question. Hey, when are you ready to buy a home? Right? Hey, are you ready to buy that car? Right? Those are sales questions. We have to take off our salesperson hat and we have to put on the normal human being hat. All right. So we're going to get into a lot more training, but I just wanted to give you a couple quick things. You should also write this down. TPC, T on the bottom, P on the side, C on the other side. Make it into a triangle, right? Make it into a triad. On the bottom is T. It stands for tone. Tone creates trust, right? If you notice my tone, it's really calm, neutral, but then there's curiosity in there, my facial expressions. P is for pace. Most salespeople talk way too fast, right? Slow down. Slow down. There's no race. There's no fire. And if there is a fire, you probably shouldn't be on the call, right? So we have T, we have P, and we have C. Conversational conversations. Are we using verbal cues? Are we using transition statements, right? These are all the things that we need to work on. We work on the site inside of the Real Estate Sales Academy. If you want a trial to check us out to see what we do in our accelerated sales training program, we meet a minimum of 3 times a week. We talk about objections. We talk about how to have better conversations, how to open the conversation up so that the prospect opens up instead of getting shut down. Because I don't believe that every lead is great, but I also don't believe that every lead is garbage. I believe it's a responsibility of us to learn how to have conversations with each lead source, right? Whether it be online leads, sold.com leads, right? Referrals, open houses, right? There's so many different variations of conversation that the same thing we use here is very different than what we use here. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. Vikram Deol, Real Estate Sales Academy. If you guys want some more information on it, just drop me a message or drop a comment below. And, let's close out Q4 or whenever you're watching this. Let's close this deal out or this month out or this year out or this week out super strong and make some more sales, but do it in a non-confrontational salesy way.